I think he said just pick a color. Wrong again.
Relate. It is not your fault. With time comes knowledge, and with knowledge comes clarity.
Those are the color of our armors,
I must know
though.
more before we can continue. Tell me, what is it that brought you to these lands?
Resources to save our fellow rangers back in Arizona.
Ah, the most noble of sentiments. The image begins to grow clearer. Now I must know, for what purpose have you come to the bazaar?
Trying to solve an issue with refugees.
Yes, fascinating. It's all coming together now. Listen carefully, for the fortune I tell you may very well save your lives and the lives of many. Your noble intent will drive you into great danger, but also great opportunity. Ride the three-headed goat. Your problem just became your stepping stone. Seize the moment. Ah, yes. A vision becomes clearer now. Now I can clearly see you, standing before a red balloon. The red balloon bursts without warning, and you stand covered in red blood. Beware! Beware! That is all I can see. Your path is hard, Mamons. The fates have spoken to me. I must give you this key. May it be of no use.
What's this key for? The Great Garden stares at the point in distance, softly chanting in unfamiliar language. He does not appear willing to answer your question. Why aren't you inside the bazaar?
Flab is a cabron who wouldn't recognize talent if it bit him in the belly. He claims the monster army already has some kind of mechanical fortune teller. But how could a machine possibly match my intuition? My gift? My panache?
Who is Flab?
Flab is the leader of the monster army, and has been for many decades, growing fat and slothful all the while.
Goodbye.
Beware the red balloon!
This is gonna cost a fortune, but it'll be worth it.
Hi. Hey there. Hi. Yeah, I'm Paris. Trying to get into the bazaar to sell my dyes. Same as you, I imagine. The getting into the bazaar part, not the dyes. Unless you do dyes, which is totally cool by me if you do. Hi.
Do you know anything about the refugee situation?
Refugees? Don't know about that. I mean, everyone here looks like they're refugees. Have you seen us? It's cold here. Brr. Try Ananda. He's this really well-dressed guy. Comes out here a lot preaching waistcoats or something. He knows everybody.
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to become a licensed merchant in the bazaar. The monster army says I gotta make a dye the exact color of blood, which is hard, because everyone's got an opinion, but no one can agree on the hue. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know anything about dyes, huh? It'd be just peaches if you could help. I could even pay you, a little at least. My dye table is right over there.
What does the monster army want with blood-covered dye?
Decoration, I suppose? Or, I don't know, really. I didn't think to ask, to be honest.
What is people doing hanging outside the bazaar?
Them? They're hoping someone would sell them an entrance pass or help them get inside. The bazaar's got this code, you see? Unless you're a big shot Flab can't do without, you're not allowed to come in. Anyhow...
Tell us about Flab.
Flab's, the leader of the bazaar. He's a big guy, which is why everyone calls him Flab, you know? It's kinda mean, but Flab doesn't seem to mind, so whatever, I guess. Yeah.
Goodbye.
So long.
Okay. Start mixing chemicals. Oh boy. C37. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one.
It's hard, huh? I hear there used to be books that'd tell you the exact mix you needed. But I'm pretty sure they're not around the bazaar.
Huh. Do I have any books on that?
Really need to ask Piscatelli to look at my gun. Bugger keeps jamming.
Red. Okay. Chat. Chat. I need someone to write this down. Help. I have a book on this. So someone write this down. Help me out. I'm just gonna stare at you and eat a burger while someone does it, because I know you're not all working. That's not possible, right? Right? Chat. Chat. I'm just gonna awkwardly stare at you in the meantime.
Really need to ask Piscatelli to look at my gun. Bugger keeps jamming.
What did you do? Oh, days! This is perfect! Thank you, thank you! That means I get to be a bona fide bazaar merchant now. Right, Mr. Masher?
Yeah, that dye looks great. Welcome to the bazaar, Paris. I'll let the doorman know you're clear, and he'll give you a pass.
Thanks so much for your help. I know it's not much, but here's a little something. Oh, and that means I could vouch for someone now. Hey, if you're looking to get into the bazaar, just tell them that Paris Handler says you're okay. They will let you in just like that. So long. You gotta
Felicitations. But of course.
Junk. Are those turrets? Oh, those are flags. Those are very different things.
Really need to ask Piscatelli to look.
The lamb stands. Ah, you again.
Mm-hmm.
Paris who? Oh, right, the dye lady. Well, she made it in, and I guess that means you get a pass. Honestly, no one pays me enough to give a crap.
wait until lunchtime so I can grab some. What's going on? Are we under attack?
No, I'm sure we're not under attack.
Fuck. I swear, I only opened the Warren's gate for 1 second and that fucking pig bolted by me.
Don't worry, folks. The bazaar is secure. Move along, everyone. Ah, new visitors. Don't fret. Come and hear about the marvels of the bazaar.
Okay.
Fresh lambs, esteemed guests. The door guard informed me you were coming. You are most welcome to all the delicacies and pleasures the bazaar has on offer, provided you have the coin. I hope you're not shaken by this disturbance. It is a minor matter, I assure you. Your shopping experience should be nothing short of completely safe.
Mm-hmm. The hell was that explosion?
Please, lower your voice. I don't know, okay? Someone's been strapping explosives to real pigs. Real pigs, made up with real lipstick, real eyeshadow. I guess it's some asshole's idea of a prank. 5 stairs to the upper level in the back. They will take you to our esteemed leader, Flab. Talk to him if you want to know more.
What kind of stores do you have down here?
We have all kinds. All kinds indeed. Piscitelli sells weapons to any weary pilgrim. Gwyn Talbot is your woman if you need protective gear. Dr. Coldcuts can sell you medical supplies or see to your health needs. And in the central area, you'll find the Fountain Bar. A good place to kick back with a drink. And some of Masato's delicious pork.
Where'd you go for fun?
Depends on your definition of fun. I'd recommend talking to Eidolon. She and her pals really know how to party. But if you're a more cerebral type, check out Querex's museum in the back.
Could you tell us about the facilities?
The bazaar's a bazaar, unlike any other, piglets. You want it, we have it. No meat is too exotic, no luxury is too fantastic. If you can afford them, they're yours.
Showers?
Yes? Actually, no, sorry. They were buried in a recent snow tunnel collapse in the Warrens.
Place to sleep?
So, we're all full up.
Movie matinees?
Sorry, our projector broke years ago.
Gladiatorial death matches?
Perhaps in our older days, that chapter of the Monster Army book is closed. Sorry.
What do you actually have?
I am sorry, esteemed guests. The bazaar may not be what it once was, but we still have plenty on offer. Hot food at the Fountain Bar, weapons and equipment from our merchants, pleasures for the eye at Eidolon's. Look around. I mean, happy. Enjoy your...
Yeah. Okay.
Hot noodles! Not that the bazaar's not perfectly safe, but, well, you know, just talk to Flab.
The man before you is moving so fast he's unable. His dashes from pot to pot on the stove, stirring one, tasting another. As you approach, he stops the cooking and turns his undivided attention to
My
you.
friends, you saw that explosion too? Horrible! Such a waste of good pork. And human life, of course. But don't worry, Masato is here to offer aid and succor. Have you seen anything this delicious?
He holds a steaming hot bowl in front of you, filled to the brim with some kind of noodles. This looks amazing, maybe?
Yes, yes. Be my guest. After enjoying this bowl, know that my store is open to you. I have a variety of goods that you may find useful.
He hands you a bowl, which turns out to be a mix of noodles and pork, which is filling and quite delicious. He watches you eat it with a hopeful grin.
A man who never eats pork is never a whole man. But I have to tell you, my friends, these noodles are a pale imitation of the real thing. The great pre-war delicacy. The rarest of rare magics. Instant ramen noodles. I hope one day I will perfect my recipe to recreate them. But enough about me. How can I be of service?
So you're looking for instant ramen noodles?
Ah, you picked up on my subtle hints. Years ago, a friend in Colorado Springs gave me a package of instant ramen noodles that he had found in the Warrens underneath the bazaar. The experience changed my life forever, and I moved here in hopes of finding more.
Still my favorite bit. I just stare at Bridget until she gets really confused and worried.
The Warrens aren't safe. I can't venture down there. But you must understand. It is as if my body is made of ramen. If you go down in the Warrens, please keep your eyes open for this rare delicacy. Oh, how interesting. You mean a permanent position? A full kitchen of my own? My friends, that is quite the offer you're making me. You have my interest for sure. But as I explained to you, I'm here for a reason. Bring me the ramen noodles and I'll gladly join you at your HQ. There've been a lot of troubles of late. People disappearing, showing up dead. And now this exploding pig. Can you believe that? I've heard of you guys. I know you can help. May I suggest you talk to the guy in charge, Flab? You can find him upstairs. Eidolon is relatively new to this place. She showed up not long after I did. Her business model is interesting. Not sure how she actually makes money, though. Naturally. My store is always open to you, my friends.
Does alcohol expire? Yeah. Yes.
Damn.
How expired?
4/2020. I smelled it, didn't smell bad. No?
No.
No. I'll
No.
dump it out then.
Go buy some new. He's got a lot of drugs.
Fill her up,
Ah,
Loki.
he goes then.
I'll tell
Como
you when to quit.
estas?
Fill her up.
Hey, pals. Finn is the name. If you need a drink, you've come to the right place. If you got questions, well, I suppose that's okay too.
Did you see the pig explode?
Between you and me, I've been partaking in some taste tests during my shift, so everything is a little blurry at the moment. I did hear a loud boom, but I figured it was just a thunderstorm. Not much. I'm pretty new. Just started a week ago. Rumor has it the old bartender mysteriously vanished into thin air. Anyway, this place is something for everyone. Guns, armor, food, meds, entertainment, and most importantly, booze! If you're here to work for Flab, then he might be able to tell you more. One thing's for sure, there's something weird going on here. Flab the Inhaler is the man who is large and in charge of the bazaar. And I ain't kidding you when I say large. From what I've seen, he's always in his office, just up the stairs. I don't know. I suppose everyone's on edge, you know? They're all putting on brave faces like things are normal, but I can tell something is wrong. Just don't know quite what. Come back anytime.
As I live and eat cherry pie, more of my fellow humans in the bazaar. You make yourself welcome now, you hear?
Fellow humans?
Well, gosh, and apple pies. You put me in a spot. Let's see. My name is Long John, and I'm old as dirt. I've traveled a little, but nowhere interesting. Now I'm here in the bazaar, just to see what life has to offer. Make friends. Wasn't something that I got to do when I was younger, what with my job and all. There was no time to make friends, none at all. But I'm making up for it. I know everyone in the bazaar, and they know me.
Tell us about your travels.
I'll tell you youngins what I can. Despite the fact I'm old as the mountains, figuratively speaking, that is. Humans rarely live past 70, and I'm just about ready to expire. I don't know everything, you hear? Even though I walked all the way from Denver to Steel Town and back again.
Stories about Colorado Springs?
Colorado Springs. It's an alright place. A little uptight, but that's what you get from having all of the 100 families there. I like the scientists and engineers, though. Real clever kids.
Have you been to the plains?
Nuh-uh. Place like that ain't fit for the lonely traveler. Well, you might be alright. If you do decide to go in that direction, I've heard that it's gotten real dangerous.
Can you tell us about Steel Town?
Steel Town? That place is an industrial nightmare. Raging fires all around. Melts right through the skin. Gives me the shivers, you hear?
Tell us about Denver.
I'd stay away from the city. It's nothing but a corpse these days, and the Gippers, well, they're not a bad lot per se, but I'd be careful around them. If you have to spend some time, I'd personally visit the airport instead. The young'uns there are wonderful.
Talk about something else.
You kids these days and your limited attention span.
Yeah, chat. You hear that? We have limited attention spans. What can you tell us about the people in the bazaar?
Some of it is real private, and some of it probably should be. But you young whippersnappers tell everyone everything. Like Paradolia Jones? He's probably the best damn caravan master in the bazaar. But his business would be better if he knew how to keep his mouth shut. Between you and me, if I was afraid of ducks, I wouldn't tell a soul.
So why are you pretending you're not a synth?
Me? A synth? Aren't you adorable? I'm meat and muscle, just like you, Rangers. Shucks, I even have dreams all the time. Technicolor dreams about flying and standing naked in front of people I don't quite know. Synths don't do that.
We still think you're a synth.
I'm not a synth. Why, just last night I had the most human dream. I was back in high school. There was a trigonometry test. I sat down confident and brash, only to realize I completely forgot to study. I also enjoy toasted eggs in the morning. A very human thing.
You never can tell it's a mask, right? Look, we see the strings.
Oh, you kids and your humor. If the folk in the bazaar really thought I was a synth, wouldn't they have tried to decommission me? Not that I'm afraid of such things, being the perfectly ordinary human male that I am.
He hesitates.
All right, fine. I am a synth, but you can't tell anyone.
But everyone in the bazaar already knows.
Do they? I'm not sure I believe that. If they knew, wouldn't they have melted me down to scrap by now? People don't like synths, far as I've seen. You're clever ones, and bully to you for figuring out who I am. But let's not talk about it again, okay? The topic puts me on edge.
Goodbye.
So soon? I suppose even good things gotta end sometime. You be safe now, you hear? And come back to see old Long John when you can. Best of luck to you.
Nixon Robot is an art form. As you approach, the man's eyes flit over every member of the team as if assessing whether or not you're a direct threat. He relaxes after a moment and touches the brim of his hat with a slight nod.
Howdy, ma'am.
He nods, Alicia.
Always good to see a Wesson.
And then you can tell us about Colorado?
Thanks to the Patriarch, this stretch of land from Denver in the north to Steeltown in the south is pretty safe to travel. You'll find richer opportunities the further you venture out, but it'll also come with more risks. I could tell you more, but truth be told, the only way to know the land is to travel it. You look well equipped and competent. Just head out, see what you can learn.
Do you have anything for sale?
Just my services as a caravan master. I organize caravans to get people, goods, and livestock from one place to another. But I don't sell goods myself. These lands near Colorado Springs are pretty safe, but still lots of people need help getting around, especially if you want to range further than that. So long.
Goodbye, random dude. F5, it's been a bit.
Now, who are these beauties in my theater? Come to Eidolon.
Is this... What is this one?